break free and let go of the past. It may not be very easy for you to leave it behind, but there comes a time in life when you have to do it in order to move on. To forget the pain and resentment, it is necessary to learn to turn the page. We can't move forward because we are emotional captives. And if we only look back, how can we leave the past? How can we enjoy the present? How do we build the future? We have so many new experiences to explore in front of us, and the past doesn't deserve so much attention just to keep us bound. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting. It's just cutting the emotional cord by accepting what happened and moving on. The emotional experience remains in a corner of our heart and is reactivated by any stimulus that reminds us of what happened. Let's learn what to keep in our soul and what to let go. There are times when we have to change the path, but that's why we tear from the past. We live in the present, and we plan the future. The days spent in the past are wasted days. No matter how much I know it hurts, dear friend, it is the only solution. You can't stay there anymore. You are only taking revenge on yourself. You need more strength to let go rather than to keep. This act of moving on requires inner strength and maturity. There's no point in getting stuck in the past. Let it go. I know you're scared, but remember, you have a future, a way to go. We feel more comfortable in the past that no longer exists, in the known pain, than to move on. It's normal to hurt. It's normal to lick our wounds. It's normal to cry for the people we loved. But if we do it endlessly, our lives will be lost. We'll lose days or years of our precious lives for something that is no longer there. It's gone, past. We are afraid to leave that area. We feel in touch with the person or the event, and it hurts to let it go. Unfortunately, it's only an illusion, a memory. Fortunately, the future is waiting for us to trust in it. It's hard to trust in the future after it has disappointed you so many times. You have no other solution but to trust. Otherwise, it will be even harder for you. Trust that better times will come and you will be happy again. The suffering will leave you only when you abandon it, when you release people from your mind and heart. People who hurt you, people you lost, situations that no longer take place in your life now. In reality, time doesn't heal everything. You still need the will to move on, while the wounds of the past heal slowly. When you let go, you will lose some things from the past, but you will finally meet yourself without resentment, without the desire for revenge. Letting go is an act of parting with feelings, pain, many memories that awaken nostalgia. But at the same time, if you remain shackled in this past, you will not be able to discover what you want to do in the future. The past and its experiences represent the person who you were. The future gives you the opportunity to become the person you want. When you start looking to the future, the past will be more and more distant. Remember, my dear friend, that every hour of every day counts. Don't let anger and resentment stop you from enjoying right now. Free yourself from the cage and free others from your past. Only then you will see the bluer sky. We are the prisoners of our mind that prevent us from moving forward. But only when we decide to leave aside the experiences and people that disturb us, we meet freedom. And it is a vital condition to be able to live to the fullest. Life is a journey where you meet people who will be with you all your life or just for a period. Life is an intersection with traffic lights. Some turn red and stay in our lives. Others turn green and leave too quickly. The secret is not to forget, but to let go. And when everything is gone, you will be richer in soul. Demolish all the bridges that stay behind you so that you have no other option but to move forward. The only solution is to cut the rope that connects you with the past. That's the only way we can resist without being pulled back by heavy baggage. Life can be understood by looking back, but can only live by looking ahead. Let's make peace with what happened to be reconciled right now. Let's understand that it was a package of experiences, of lessons learned to be able to build a better future. My dear, when you forgive someone, the past doesn't change, but the future changes, and the soul finds solace. Do not remain a victim of resentment, a victim of guilt, a victim of hatred. It will be worse for you. That is why it is necessary to forgive everything that happened. This forgiveness do not change the past, but it gives you the opportunity to change your future and be good to yourself. Forgiveness do not always mean that the other person deserves it, but you deserve to live with a liberated soul. Forget the events, but don't forget the lesson either. The past should be our school of wisdom, not a way to become unhappy and full of hate. Don't stop because of what went wrong, and focus your energy on the next step. Instead of remain in tears, angry, condemning life, we could better use all the energy to plan the rest of our lives. The past and the future are just illusions. The difference is that the first can no longer be changed. The second can be dreamed and realized. What we have more value is the present. How can we use it if our thoughts are always on the past? Unfortunately, we cannot capture every moment. We can only enjoy it. The past that does not leave our minds steals the present that we spend cheaply. Leaving the past behind must be a conscious decision to be able to say, that's it. I can't anymore. I want to live the rest of my life and not behind them. Done with suffering, with those people who hurt us. If you don't make a decision now, these things will follow you to make you unhappy, and you have to let them go, aware of the power they have that can keep you prisoner for years and years. You will never realize what you are capable of if you stay attached to the things that it is time to abandon. Not all things are destined to stay. It is time to part with what no longer makes us happy. If you are brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with new wings. A goodbye is just a cold start. Let go of what doesn't make you happy. Look life forward, not back. Destroy all the bridges behind you so that you have no other options but to move forward. Nobody can go in the past to change something. So we have to come to terms with the decisions we made then. We have to come to terms with the disappointment that was caused to us. We have to accept the past that can't be changed. Anyone can start now and wait for another ending. We can all start over. It's never too late. Let's learn to make the difference between who deserves an explanation and who deserves absolutely nothing. There are people who don't deserve to be with us and just be part of the past. Be ready to get up from the table when there is no more love on the menu. He left you without any reason. Don't let him come back with an excuse. Nobody deserves back someone he destroyed. There comes a time when it's better to take a break from looking for love elsewhere than in us and just be happy. The past is part of our life, but it is healthier to leave it aside and continue to see what we have to do with the future, which is waiting to subject us to good or less good experiences. It only depends on us what we do with them. I am Nicole, and I wish you to make peace with the past, embrace the present, and dream of a spectacular future.